Make a cube tutorial. It's time to tell you a secret. I'm a speedcuber. How do you get from this to this? Before we start, I'm going to talk about the basics. A cube has 6 sides. So that means that each side has what we call a centerpiece. The centerpiece decides the whole color of the surface, and they don't move. Then we have what we call an edge piece, which consists of 2 colors. We have a total of 12 edge pieces on the cube. Lastly, we have a piece consisting 3 colors called a corner piece, and we have 8 corner pieces. So we have a total of 26 pieces. Now we have letters deciding how we move certain things. For example, this is called a U move. This, U inverted or U prime. D, D prime. R, R prime. L, L prime. F, F prime. B, B prime. If you turn it twice, we just call it, for example, U2, D2, R2, F2, B2. With all of that, now we can start with step 1, the white cross. This is an intuitive state, but what we want to do is we want to find all the white edge pieces and want to move it on top of this layer, the white centerpiece, to create a white cross. You have to be careful because the edge pieces have to align with the centerpieces on the sides. For example, this would be wrong, so we got to move it to its color, which is here. White is opposite from yellow, blue is opposite from green, and red is opposite from orange. That will be important. In my case, let's see this. This is the most difficult one to fix. So what I would do here intuitively is to move it to the middle row. We want to move all the edge pieces to the middle row so we have a better chance to maneuver the edge piece into the white layer. What I would do here is I would move it down here. Now it's in the middle layer and we see it is already aligned with the centerpiece, and all we have to do is to move this to this position. I would do a simple L prime. Now let's continue to look for other pieces, and we see this is in the middle layer. Perfect. It's a white edge piece. Now we see, okay, it needs to be orange, but this is red, so this is already wrong. So now let's see where orange is. Orange is here. So what I would do is turn it twice. Now it's correctly orientated, and we just have to move it up. After this, we're gonna make sure to turn this back again. Now let's look for the last edge piece, and we see it's here. Now how do we move this to the middle layer? It's simple. Do this so it's aligned and just move it up so it's solved, and repair what you have moved. Now we have the cross. Pause the video if necessary to learn exactly how I'm doing this, but this should be a very intuitive step. Now we want to get from here to this, solving the first layer. To do this, we're gonna turn the cube upside down so the yellow centerpiece is facing up and the white is facing down. So here we're gonna look for white corner pieces that we can use to insert it, put it in here. We see this one. This is white, red, and blue. We want to move it to this position, so we simply just turn it twice. Now it's in this position. Now what we would do, because it's facing the top, the white color, we're gonna do this sequence once, twice. Now, I'm gonna move this back to its position. Now you see that the white color is facing the right, and we're gonna do it once more. So a total of 3 times, and we see we have solved it. Let's look for the next corner piece, and we see this one. This has to go where orange and blue is, here. We see it's facing the right again, so we do this sequence once. Now we see this that we can insert in here, but we see it's facing the left. We want it to be like that, so we do the sequence mirrored with the left side. Lastly, we need to insert this corner piece, and we see, okay, move it twice. It is on the right side, and we just do the sequence once. Now sometimes you get cases where it's inserted like this, so you got to take it out. What I would do is make sure it's facing the right side, and we do the sequence once, move it back to its position, and do it another time. Now sometimes it can be on the left side, so you just do the same thing with your left hand. Move it back to its position, and then You have solved the first layer. Now you want to get from this to this, 2 layers. We call it F2L, first 2 layers. So how to do this is we find the edge pieces that belongs in the middle row. And if you've paid attention, that means every edge piece that does not have yellow is the edge pieces what we want. In my case, this is already solved, which is great. So we look for this. So it has to be red and green, a red-green edge piece. Usually we look for the top layer to find the piece, and I see it's here. Once you found this, we gotta align it so we have an upside down T like that. So this would be a wrong orientation. We want it to be this way. And now we see this has to go in here, which is the right side from us. So we gotta do this move that I call the parking move. You wanna park your car here. You gotta move back, reverse, the gate opens. You move your car back to its position. The gate closes again. Now we rotate. We rotate to this side so the dot is facing us, okay? Because we have moved the corner piece out basically. Now it's facing us with this car pair. We want this. Now using your left hand, we gotta drive in front. The gate opens again and we drive back. And the gate closes. And that's how we insert the piece. Do that for all the pieces. We have some special situations such as this. This, we want to get it out. How do we get it out? We get it out by finding any yellow edge color to buffer it into this position. So let's take this, for example, and we put this inside here so we get this out because we need this edge piece for this side. This is your car. Car drives back. Gate opens, car drives in front again, gate closes, facing it so the white dot is facing towards you. Car drives in front, gate opens, car drives back, gate closes. So now you see we have inserted this piece and this piece is outside. Let's insert this in here. We gotta align the upside down T, which is correct here, but this time you see it's on the left side. So we do this whole sequence mirrored, meaning on the left side. Car drives back, car's here, gate opens, car drives to its position again, gate closes, we rotate the cube so the dot is facing towards you, and then car drives in front, gate opens, car drives back, gate closes. Now we just gotta insert one more piece, and I see it's this one. Align it so we have the upside down T, it's on the right side, so drive back, gate opens, drive to its position again, gate closes. Rotate the cube, white facing you, car drives in front, gate opens, car drives back, gate closes. So I have this sequence of the algorithm written here so you can see there is a parallel going on. And it's really an easy algorithm to remember.